Hey, in this video, I'm going to give you 3 different strategies on how you can obtain $50,000 of business funding with one bank. So let's dive right into it. Now, strategy number 1, combining multiple small credit lines. Let's unpack that, aka better known as credit card stacking. Now, typically credit card stacking is when you apply for multiple business credit cards at different financial institutions, different banks. But you can do that with only one bank. So for example, you can go to a PNC bank and apply for multiple business credit cards and personal credit cards all at the same time. And some cases, you only will receive one hard inquiry, or maybe 2, it just depends. But you can pull this off. So you can go to different financial institutions, or you can go to the same financial institution and do the credit card stacking by combining smaller lines of credit to get that $50,000 from that one bank. So you can go to PNC Bank, you can go to Chase Bank, you can go to American Express, right? So I can keep naming banks where you can use this strategy to get $50,000 with one bank. Now, you want to be mindful of, because you don't want to use, or you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. So you don't want to accumulate a lot of hard inquiries only with one particular bank. You want to diversify your portfolio, right? You want to have Chase Bank, American Express, PNC Bank, Truist Bank. So you want to have multiple financial products with these financial institutions. So is this the best strategy to use to get $50,000 in one bank? Yes and no. It's just all about how you go about doing it. But it is an option. Do I like it? Yes. Can you use it? Yes. All right. So now the second strategy we're going to do is you can use a BRM. Drum roll, please. Anybody know what a BRM is? Okay. Well, if you don't know, it's Business Relationship Manager. Now, using a BRM can really get you qualified, not only qualified or instantly approved, but you can get higher credit cards limits, higher business credit card limits by going through a business relationship manager. Why? Because they can fight for you, right? You have that connection, you have that rapport, you build that relationship, you have their financial products, like a business checking account, a personal checking account, maybe a saving account, maybe use one of their merchant accounts. I don't know. But you have that relationship where they can push your application through, right? Some things they can do on their end that you can't do on your end if you're just filling out online. So be mindful that having a business relationship manager, a BRM, can really get you approved for high limits. For example, you can have a Chase business credit card or American Express business credit card, just for examples. And you can, with that one particular credit card, you can have a high limit, like a $50,000 high limit with that one particular credit card. Now, granted, there's a lot of other factors that I'm going to go over after I give you the 3 different strategies. So make sure you stick around to the end of this video, because I'm going to give you some key data points that you must have in order to achieve any of this, right? Any of the 3 strategies that I'm giving you, these data points must be matched. So I'm going to talk about that. But using a BRM, a business relationship manager, is a great strategy to get high limit credit cards. Are you tracking? Now, the next example I want to use, it's unconventional. Most individuals don't know how to do it, but if you do it properly, it can really take you to different heights, and you can really grow or scale. Now, this is called CP. Drum roll, please. What is a CP? Well, it's called a credit partner. It's a great way if you're not in position, meaning if you don't have business income, if you don't have good personal credit, if you don't have a business relationship manager, if you don't have business credit, then you can leverage someone else, aka a credit partner, that does have the qualifications that you're lacking. You can leverage a CP credit partner all by doing paperwork use their good qualities, use their good data points, and you can go get unsecured business credit cards, either combining smaller limits or getting high limits with one particular bank. So that's a great way for you to get your foot in the door. If you're not all the way in position, you can leverage a credit partner that has good personal credit, etc. You can leverage them, and you guys can both get unsecured business credit card, or you can just leverage their credit. You can leverage your business to get unsecured business credit card. And that's just all doing paperwork. I got a whole video, which I'll leave here, how to use a credit partner in order to, a CP, in order to get unsecured business credit cards where you can potentially start, grow, or scale your business. Now, those are the 3 different strategies you can use to get $50,000 from one bank. Now, let's break that down. What are some of the data points? What are some of the requirements in order for you to be successful at doing this? Well, number 1, let's start with business owner credit. This means your personal credit has to be in position. Your FICO score, the higher the better. My recommendation to pull your FICO score, you can go to my score IQ, you can go to creditchateau.com, Experian.com, myfico.com. You must pull your FICO score, not your Vantage 3.0 score, your AKA your Credit Karma score. For multiple reasons I'm not going to explain on this video. I got other videos. But pull your FICO score, see what your score is. Then look at the data on your, which is way more important. Here's why. Because lenders and creditors understand that your credit score can be easily manipulated. So they pay attention to the data that's on your credit profile. Well, let's talk about some of that data, just briefly. Of course, your payment history. Credit's about the ability to pay your bills on time and over the period of time. You don't want to have no missed payments in the last 2 years. Primarily, lenders go back 2 years. That's really almost all they care about. Now, if it's beyond the 2 years, they take that into consideration, but 2 years, right? So no missed payments in 2 years. You want to have little to no collection accounts, little to no derogatory items on your credit report, like charge-offs, evictions, car repossessions. You want to make sure that you have primaries reporting your primary trade lines, reporting your credit profile, such as installment loans and credit cards. That's revolving credit. You want to make sure that they are at least 2 years old when it comes to your revolving, aka your credit cards, as far as the age, right? So longevity does matter. And also your credit utilization. Your credit utilization is huge. So you want to make sure that you are under 10%. So I'm just giving you some data points in order for you to get approved, in order for you to effectively implement this strategy, right? The data points is super important. So your credit utilization under 10%, not 30%. If you don't know what I'm referring to, we need to learn how to master our credit cards. That's it. Now, those are some of the data points, and also your hard inquiries. I don't care if you have an 850 credit score. Did you know if you have too many hard inquiries, if you have an excessive amount of hard inquiries, reporting on your credit report, lenders and creditors will turn you down. Just FYI. So there's more data points, but I don't have time on this video to go over all the data points. So that's what your personal credit needs to look like. Now, you may have to repair and restore and rebuild your personal credit. That's definitely an option you can do. Now, the also thing, so not only the business owner credit, but what about the business credit in general, right? Business credit. What does your business credit look like on the business side? Do you have financial trade lines reporting? Do you have vendors trade lines reporting? Do you have supply trade lines reporting on your business credit report? So those are some of the things that I talked about in my previous videos too as well. The last thing, business income. Do you have business income? Now, the great thing I want to put when it comes to business income, because this is no proof of income, right? On this video, you can state and you can project your income. So this means, let's say you're not making a significant amount of your business. Let's say $0 to $1,000 monthly, which is, pretty low. But let's say you haven't figured out yet, that income is not coming in, which is fine. Now, did you know on that business credit application, you can state your income, or you can project your income. So this means if you're state that you made $100,000, but let's say it's not reflecting in your business checking account, that's fine, because you're projecting that you're going to make that by the end of the year, or about sometime you're going to make that income. based on your future contracts, based on your future invoices, right? Based on your ability, your market strategy, you're going to project that you're going to make that income. So you can put that down on that business credit application. It's perfectly fine because lenders allow you to state and project your income. So income is not a big thing, right? It's huge because that shows it is big, but again, you don't have to show proof because lenders care about your ability to pay them back based on your income and your willingness based on your personal and your business credit profile. Are you tracking? So those are some of the qualifications and the data points that you must meet. And the last thing, business age. Yes, you can be a new LLC in order to accomplish this. But if you want to go higher limits and get approved easier, you want to make sure you have some longevity when it comes to your LLC. Now you can get an age corporation and go many different routes in order to get that business age. But that's the video. That's the wrap up. Look, guys, if you want to learn more of these different strategies, make sure you go and join my community, right? Join my community. I'm going to link that link in the description if you want to find out more about this information where you can purchase business age trade lines. So you can skip the Quill, Granger, and the Uline accounts, right? You can put financial trade lines that the bank actually care about. You also can repair, restore your personal credit as little as 15 days with a different strategy. Also, we got a free software. So there's multiple things I give you in this community, and you get me, right? Zoom calls and Q&A questions. So guys, I will see you on this video. I hope this video was very useful. See you next time.